Just imagine this for a moment. In the middle of the crowd, surrounded by cameras, staff, and thousands of eyes watching their every move, there is one small thing that keeps making ARMY wonder. A boundary. A boundary that almost no one ever crosses. Yet strangely, that boundary seems to disappear whenever one person steps closer. And that person is Jungkook. Hello K-pop lovers, welcome back to the channel Sweet ARMY. Today we're going to talk about something that might seem very small, very subtle, and even easy to miss if you're not really paying attention. But it's exactly these tiny details that, over the years, have made many ARMY feel that there's something different about the dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook. Taehyung is known as someone warm and gentle. He's friendly, easygoing, and always shows a lot of affection to the people around him. But behind that soft personality, Taehyung is also known to have fairly clear personal boundaries. For many idols, maintaining personal space is very important, especially when their lives are constantly in front of cameras. Not everyone can casually touch, hug, or stand extremely close without making someone uncomfortable. And if we look back at many BTS moments over the years, Taehyung sometimes shows that boundary in subtle ways. Sometimes it's just a small body movement. Sometimes it's a slight step back. Sometimes it's simply a brief expression. But what many fans started noticing is one pattern that keeps repeating. Whenever Jungkook gets closer, Taehyung's reaction often looks different. There are moments when Jungkook casually leans on Taehyung. There are times when Jungkook hugs him from behind without any warning. And there are moments when they stand so close that there is barely any space between them. What's interesting is that Taehyung almost always looks completely comfortable. No stepping away, and no sign of discomfort. Instead, what we often see is a small smile, a soft look, or a spontaneous reaction that feels very natural. For some people, this may simply look like close friendship. After all, BTS members are known to share a very strong bond with each other. But for ARMY who have followed their journey for years, this pattern feels intriguing. Because if you really pay attention to their body language across different videos, concerts, live streams, and behind-the-scenes moments, many small details keep appearing. For example, when Jungkook instinctively looks for Taehyung in the middle of the other members. Or when Taehyung unconsciously turns his head simply because Jungkook is nearby. Sometimes it's just a brief glance, but that glance lingers a little longer than what usually happens between people. And it's exactly these little details that make many fans start analyzing their interactions, not to make exaggerated claims, not to create rumors, but simply out of natural curiosity. Why does their dynamic feel so unique? Is it simply because they have known each other since such a young age, or because they grew up together through years of intense experiences as global idols? We can't forget one important fact. Taehyung and Jungkook started their journey in BTS when they were both very young. They went through trainee days, debut, world tours, industry pressure, and global media attention together. Experiences like that naturally create an incredibly strong bond. A bond that might be difficult for outsiders to fully understand. And maybe that's why their interactions feel so natural, so effortless, so comfortable. For many ARMY, seeing a bond like this actually feels heartwarming. Because in the middle of exhausting schedules, industry pressure, and massive global expectations, watching two people who can still laugh, joke, and feel relaxed around each other is something truly special. It reminds us that behind the giant stages and bright lights, they are still human, they are still friends. They are still people who support each other. And maybe that's why every small moment between Taehyung and Jungkook instantly becomes a topic of discussion within the ARMY community. A small touch, a short hug. A glance that lasts only a few seconds. But enough to make the entire internet start talking. Of course, it's important to remember that everything we see is only what the cameras capture. Their personal relationship is something only they truly understand. As fans, the best thing we can do is enjoy these moments with respect. Appreciate their friendship. And continue supporting their journey as artists. But still, that question keeps coming back in the minds of many ARMY. Why does Taehyung seem to have boundaries with almost everyone, yet always looks completely comfortable when Jungkook is extremely close? Is this simply a very strong friendship, or is there a unique dynamic that makes their connection feel different? Now I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the closeness between Taehyung and Jungkook feels different compared to their interactions with other members? Or do you think this is simply a natural friendship after spending so many years together? Write your opinion in the comments. I truly want to read what you all think, because discussions like this are always the most exciting part of the ARMY community. And if you enjoy videos like this that explore small details, hidden moments, and interesting dynamics in the world of K-pop, don't forget to press the like button right now. Subscribe to the Sweet ARMY channel so you won't miss the latest news, interesting analysis, and exciting stories about BTS and the K-pop world. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, ARMY always has the sharpest eyes to notice the smallest details. Purple Heart.